Hi, my name is Trudell, and I am a mother of four, and I'm a full-time student, an aspiring filmmaker and poet. He says my tears make me weak, him failing to recognize my water as my strength. I am the rain coming down, a storm of many emotions, a creation of many elements, birthing life into being, a soul seeking solace in the womb of a woman. I am the water that rises, trickling to surfaces, flowing in rivers, reflecting moisture, morning dew shining. I am the tear not afraid to fall. I found myself at 40 years of age, divorced with 4 children to raise, and it was a very painful time in my life, deciding how I was going to raise 4 children and support them, and offering them an outlook on life that they would not need therapy when they grew up, because I had been in so much pain. So I also found myself with some physical ailments that were troubling me as a mother, because I realized if something happened to me, then my children were not going to have a mother, and they were going to have an absent father. So I don't have health insurance, and I started going to the local. We have these hot springs out here in the area, and I started going to the hot springs. And I almost went with this kind of attitude of like, well, I really have nothing left, so I might as well, nothing to lose. So why not go to the hot springs? But yet when I did go to the hot springs, I consciously asked the water to heal me. All these broken parts of me that just felt like they were shattered, I just kind of like offered myself to the water. And I kept doing that in a conscious manner. And a few months, maybe 6 months down this path of seeking healing this way, I started feeling better. And I started feeling stronger. And I started feeling more connected to Earth. And I went to the hot springs one morning, and I just knew I had to ask back, well, what could I do for you? To the earth, to the elements, to the water. You've healed me. What can I do for you? Come through me and out of me, whether it was going to be poetry. I also returned to school, seeking my degree in film, but not really understanding what that was going to demand of me. So it became a process of relearning a lot of technology, but also finding out things about myself, that perhaps there was some art in me. Perhaps there was something that I could create and express. And in that process, it started coming out in my poetry, and all the videos that I've done and the short films, having Earth represented, whether it's the scenery, whether it's the water, whether it's something that's having to do with her being violated or just the beauty of her. I realized that was my style. And that's what I kind of started being known at school, is I had this style, but it was never intentional. It was just part of the healing process for me.
I'm really proud of her that she didn't let everything in her past stop her from going to be who she really is, and that's what she really wants to do, and that's what she should be doing. And I know she gets a lot of opposition for what she does, but I'm behind her 100%, always. That's just what she's always taught us and how she's raised us, to be independent and always keep trying, and don't let anything stop her from doing what you want to do and what you feel like you should be doing.
I can raise my children to advocate on behalf of water and earth, and maybe their friends, and maybe, some other friends. Because we're not taught to care. We're just not taught to care in this society. Our children are not taught to care. They're so brainwashed with all the things material things to want, but that they're not taught to care about Earth, because it doesn't matter to people. but yet I think there's a lot of us that it does matter to. You know, we don't need all this technology, and we don't need all this lifestyle. You know, we just need the earth. That's it. And we need to care about her, and we need to love her. If they took all this money that they put into trying to get to water off Mars and put it into earth and caring for her, and you know, the fracking would stop and the pipelines would stop, and we started really consciously figuring out ways to live simply on earth, then I think what a beautiful place that would be.